Good morning. Time once again for Trust Matters, Real Estate and Estate Planning Solutions with Sean Robertson of Gateville Law Firm. They are located in Yorkville and online at gatevillelawfirm.com. Sean Robertson is via the phone lines this morning. Sean, we are diving into another way to possibly avoid probate court. We've brought the probate court up a lot. It's something that becomes you really want to avoid this at all costs and try to put things in writing ahead of time that takes things out of the courts. And one of those options could be adding a child to a deed. What's the overview of this topic today?
Yeah, basically a lot of people in trying to avoid probate court will decide to add one or two kids to their deed to their house to avoid probate, and it seems like a simple issue, but sometimes there's unintended consequences that outweigh the benefit, and that's kind of where we come in to help people decide and help them determine what is the best way to handle things.
All right, so what circumstances would it be beneficial, and maybe what circumstances should folks think twice about this?
Yeah, so a lot of times, if one of your kids is on a title and they go through a divorce, that's a problem. You obviously can't sell the house without one of their consent. And then the biggest issue is upon a death, a lot of people don't live at the family home and they have their own house. And so when you add a deed to the house, you lose what they call the stepped-up basis. So simply put, what that means is you're going to pay more in capital gains taxes than the benefit that you derive from adding a child to the deed to your house.
Yeah. So, what about an example? Do you have anything locally that comes to mind that happened recently?
Yeah. So let me give you an example. So we're just going to say Margaret, who's a widow in Montgomery. I'm making some of these facts up, but they're similar to what we saw. She has a home worth $300,000. You know, she wants to add her daughter to the title to the deed, and upon the mom's death, her daughter is going through a divorce. Now the property is subject to a divorce proceeding, which her mom was not expecting, and things could have been differently if set up a different way.
Yeah, so what would be some of the alternative steps they could have taken there?
Yeah, so a revocable living trust would have been a great alternative, because when a beneficiary inherits property from a trust, it's protected from divorce creditor proceedings. But number two, let's say the daughter didn't live at the mom's property and the mom's owned the property for 20-plus years and the property is really appreciated in value. Let's say it's worth $300,000 and the house is paid off. So essentially, there's a $300,000 gain and a 20% of $300,000 tax bill, which is basically a $60,000 tax bill. Where through a revocable trust, you could have avoided that $60,000 tax bill.
Yeah, I mean, you get to keep full control of your home during your lifetime. Just one of the benefits of that living trust.
Absolutely. And another thing that nobody really thinks about is what happens if you become incapacitated. With the trust, you name a successor, a backup person that can take over if you need help. Let's say somebody's going into a nursing home, or you want to sell your house because you're going to go move in with your kids. These are the things that the trust can help with.
Well, Gateville Law Firm helps families all across the area with these living trusts, which can be such a useful thing, and that would be certainly one way to help avoid probate court. Whether or not you want to add a child to a deed, well, that might be on a case-by-case basis, so get your questions answered at Gateville Law Firm. You can call 630-780-1034. You can go online to gatevillelawfirm.com. They'll help you create a plan that's smart, safe, and built for the long run. Sean Robertson, our guest as always. Talk to him and his team at Gateville Law Firm in Yorkville. This is Trust Matters, Real Estate and Estate Planning Solutions. We'll see you next time.